This morning, only a few hours ago, ICE agents carried out a second cold-blooded execution of a 37-year-old citizen of Minneapolis. This killing has taken place only 2 miles from where Renee Nicole Good was murdered a little more than 2 weeks ago. The video of this atrocity shows that ICE agents fired their guns repeatedly into the body of their victim as he lay helpless on the ground. This crime is the response of the Trump administration to Friday's powerful and peaceful demonstration against ICE's reign of terror against the workers and youth of Minneapolis. These murders and other acts of violence are being perpetrated with the full support of the Trump administration. Following Renee Good's killing, the government denounced the victim as a terrorist and declared that there would be no criminal investigation into the circumstances of the shooting. The ICE agent who murdered her has gone scot-free. Just 1 day before the citywide general strike, on Friday, Vice President Vance came to Minneapolis, where he once again defended the murder of Renee Good and denounced opponents of ICE's violent rampage as far-left agitators. One can be certain that in private meetings, Vance instructed ICE to continue its operations and assured its agents that they would be fully supported by the government. The reign of terror by Trump's Nazi stormtroopers must be stopped. The Socialist Equality Party proposes the following response. First, the organization of a nationwide general strike with the following demands. 1. The removal of ICE agents from Minneapolis and all cities, the disbanding of the organization, and the criminal prosecution of its officials and all agents responsible for murder and other acts of violence. 2. The immediate end to the vicious persecution of immigrants living in the United States, the immediate release from detention of all immigrants who have been swept up in the ICE dragnet, and the resignation and prosecution of all members of the Trump administration responsible for the violation of rights guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution. Second, call meetings in factories, workplaces, neighborhoods, and schools to discuss these and other practical proposals for effective action. The organization of a general strike requires the initiative of the working class. The preparation of a powerful nationwide strike must not be left to union bureaucrats, let alone to the Democratic Party. They will do nothing. What is necessary is the formation of rank-and-file committees in every factory, work location, and neighborhood. These committees, operating democratically, should elect worker delegates who enjoy the confidence of their co-workers and neighbors to coordinate the organization of the general strike on a city, state, and national basis. What is unfolding in Minneapolis is part of a conspiracy to establish a military police dictatorship throughout the country. The few dozen billionaire oligarchs and massive corporations that control the country cannot tolerate democracy. This conspiracy must be stopped. Fascism will not be allowed to triumph in the United States. In 1770, the massacre of 5 colonials in Boston by British troops set into motion the revolutionary movement that overthrew monarchical rule and established the United States in 1776. 250 years later, the Minneapolis massacres of 2026 must be answered with a movement in defense of democratic rights against the attempt to establish a dictatorship of the oligarchs. Now is the time to mobilize the massive power of the working class.